Let's do a Jade Lizard trade on Coinbase and collect about $1,000. Let's go. Why am I doing a Jade Lizard on Coinbase? First, everything is insane in Coinbase in the last week or so. Look at this number, just popped to the insanity. This is popped into insanity. IVR 105. Absolutely insane. And I would like to sell options, but this rally could continue because there's a lot of new people just buying Coinbase, FOMOing in, and the price, I mean, I love Coinbase, I have the stock, but this is not normal. Look at this, the Kettler channel, we are above the 8 times the Kettler channel, 8 times, okay? If it's over 2 times the Kettler channel, this is overbought. We are, I see those cases maybe once a year in some stocks, super on indices like S&P 500. It's like, I don't know, once every couple of years, which we are getting there on the S&P 500. If you saw my video yesterday, we were very close to the 8 times Kettler channel on the S&P. In my humble opinion, a major crash is coming. So let's continue. Either way, 8 times the Kettler channel is absolutely massive. You see here, a stock should trade around the blue line because this is 8 times the Kettler channel. So most of the time in the year, it should be around the blue line. You see here, the last time that it went and it was normal, it reaches the 8 times the Kettler channel around 250. This was March, this was what, 6 months ago, more, a little 8 months ago, and it touches this again, and went back all the way to the blue line, a little below the blue line, never touches the 8 times ATR on the green line, back to the blue line, and then out of nowhere, well, not out of nowhere, there was an election, but again, this isn't the norm, it went from the blue line to break the 8 times Kettler channel in like a week from the election or something. Absolutely madness. So I want to take advantage of this and take a Jade Lizard trade. Why just Jade Lizard and not the naked put? Because, or a short strangle, because people are, I don't know, they think that Bitcoin will go to $1 million by the end of the year. I don't know, some crazy stuff. We are at over 8 times the Kettler channel. It needs to go back to the mean, reverse back to the mean around 200. As of now, every day it changes, but right now the mean is around 185, 190. I assume it will adjust. It moves so quickly, so fast, and that's why I like to do Jade Lizard instead of short strangles, naked short strangles, because when there is a move and it explodes to the upside, I want to be protected at least on the upside. If it drops 8 times the ATR to the downside, I'm happy to buy, to have a naked put, so I can either get a sign or do whatever I want. Okay, so let me show you the trade itself. But again, this is insane levels. It should not be here so quickly. It needs to go back, reverse back to the mean. So we're gonna go to the trade. I'm gonna show you what I got in here, $1,000 income, and this is the trade that I just put on. Haven't taken it yet. I'm just gonna go over it and show you. On the put side, okay, let me go back to the numbers right here. IVR, ATR 20, 1995. The ATR is 20, 1995 times 8. Okay, 1995 times 8, about $160. $160 plus 315, we have a range of about 475 on one side, and 315 minus 100 and what we say, $160 is about 150. Now I'm not gonna go to the 150 because the 150 we haven't been there, and if we went, you see here the blue line is now 190, so we're gonna go around something. I mean, everyone are bullish. I'm gonna go here to the 260. This is what I've built, the 260, which is not a lot. I mean, it's still 20% drop from here. And if you do 315, okay, let me show you, 315 minus 260, That's 55 divided by 20. It's about almost 3 times the ATR. Okay, 2 ATR is a lot of a move. This has done like over 8 ATR, so 3 ATR correction in the next month or so, it should be okay. And if it does, then yeah, I would like to maybe add another 100 shares of Coinbase for about 26,000, something like that, minus my profit, so about 25. So that's one side. Now, if it does go to explode, keep going and exploding to the upside, I've done this one, the 450, okay, which is another 130 pips from here, another 130 pips from here, which is about 6-7 ATR more, which is absolutely bonkers, insane. Now, if you don't want to do the Jade Lizard, you can just remove the naked put and you have a credit call spread and collect the difference between those two. But I like the naked put spread because I might add another 100 shares of Coinbase because the next four years theoretically should be positive. Okay, but who knows? So for here, for this Jade Lizard, I will sell the 450. Okay, we're at 300, 312. Sell the 450, buy the 460 for December 20, the monthly expiration, 38 days from now. Okay, let's open this again. So 260 you sell the put, and then you sell the 450 call, and the Jade Lizard covered that, and you buy the 460 calls, and you see here all this green line, all this, it means that infinity, you don't have a loss, you don't have a risk to the upside. No risk to the upside. What does it mean? It means that you collect $1,082 today. This is your money today. $30 theta decay. Okay, every day this option will lose $30, $30, $30 for a month or so, 38 days until it reaches zero. 74% chance that this option will expire worthless. How crazy is this? It needs to move so much, either 3 times the ATR to the downside or another 6 times the ATR to the upside, and they barely gave it a 74% because I think because of the IVR is over 100. Eventually it will come down and Coinbase will chill and not move anywhere, and this option will lose value. And that $1,000, if it goes to like 500, 300, 250, I will probably close this trade probably in like 3 weeks, assuming nothing major happens during that time. And just we're going into holidays, people will trade less volume, but time continues and the option will lose some premium. Basically, the buying power is the only thing that might get you away from not doing this trade. $16,000, $16,500 in buying power just to execute this trade. It does give you $1,000 if you take this trade, and I'm gonna show you what happens if the stock breaks 460. If Coinbase does another crazy move to over 460, already did 8 ATR, it needs to do another 6 ATR in a month. That's just bonkers. At the end of the day, just bonkers. But if it does, your max, there's no loss. Your max profit is $70 or 60, $70 instead of 1,060, 70. Okay, and I can show you here. If you go to the curve, you click on curve, you click on analysis, and let me show you exactly. If you click on let me show you analysis, and we change the date. Let's change the date expiration. Theoretically, we are moving, let's say 1 day to 1 DTE. Let's say we are 1 DTE, okay, 0 DTE. 1 day to expiration for the example, okay. Let's go close this, make it bigger. So let's say we're at around 300, 350, 1,070, 1,070. Make $1,000, make $1,000. And in case it goes above our strike on the call side, another 6 ATR, which is absolutely madness, then and only then your profit is, why did it jump? I don't, because I clicked on buy. No, okay, let me just change this again. 1 second. Okay, so I clicked on some buttons, but we're back. So this is the trade. You're gonna go back here, and you see here, if we go all the way to like 470. You see here, we are making $1,000.80, not 80 cents, 1080 all the way. And in a rare case it does another 6-7 ATR, it's all green. But now instead of making $1,000, you make 80 bucks. You're making the difference between the spread. 450 and 460 is a $10 spread, but you're collecting $10.72, so the spread is getting wiped, but you keep the 72, 82, whatever you've done. So there's no risk to the upside. That's why I love Jade Lizard trades. But let me show you here. Let's say we go to 260, 250, and by expiration, yeah, if it goes to 230, you will be at a loss. But at that point, yeah, I might add 100 shares of Coinbase at around 260 instead of 300 bucks. It's a possibility, but the goal for me with this trade that makes you over $1,000 now, to be, I don't know, when it reaches the price of like 250 or something, close the trade, make 700-800 bucks in 2-3 weeks, hopefully, when the dust settles over this election and Coinbase just move nowhere. Hopefully a couple of days of moving nowhere, and then this Theta decay, say 30 bucks a day, in 10 days it should be 300 bucks. 3 weeks from now it's like $600 less than, so theoretically in 20 days or 3 weeks this should be around $400, something like that. So at that point I will start to see where I am, and around 250 or something I will close the trade. As I said, the downside, well, the downside is Coinbase is going to zero, and you own 100 shares at the price of 260. That's the downside, but that's part of the game. BP affected 16,000. That's the major downside for me. I hope this was valuable. Subscribe. Let's grow my channel. Yeah.